Okay, so here is a quick sample of the classic 808 overdrive. As you may have guessed, this is a copy of a Maxon 808, and it's actually built from the Aeon Effects Stratus circuit. So if you're looking for a decent kit to build, definitely go with that. I wanted to put my own spin on it, and so I did. Custom enclosure and tweaked the diodes a little bit, but I did leave the original TS808 style circuit in there. So let's start off with the clean tone. And as always, I'm playing through my Infinium T50, and I've got a Gretsch Electromatic today. So no reverbs, nothing running. And I've really had a lot of fun with this thing so far, so let's kick it on. That's everything obviously at noon. You've got this optional fat switch just to fatten up your tone a little bit by allowing a little bit more bass into your front end before it hits the op amp. And then you've got this clipping switch over here. These are both 3-ways, little mini switches. This clipping switch will actually take it from where it's at right now, which is a standard TS808 circuit, and give you a little more distortion or a little less, something a little glassier, kind of a different mid-range. But let's stick with the original right now. And let's crank that tone all the way up so you can hear just how glassy it actually gets. So very pretty. You can imagine how it sounds with the Strat. Again, I'm playing it through a Gretsch with humbuckers, so it's a lot glassier. It's very pretty with the Strat. And then if you wanted to switch down to our bridge position, crunch it up a little bit, kick that gain all the way up. So you don't really have a whole lot to work with the TS808 circuit. So that cleans up your tone quite a bit, also pulls out some of those mids, scoops it. And then if you crank your level a little bit, there's a lot more gain at your disposal. Let's try the other position. You can hear it's a little more blunt, kind of lacking in the mid scoop, and then a little more rounded off. But still useful. That might be a little bit more of a fuzzy circuit. Probably play really well with a like a Earthquake or Tentacle, something like that, if you were trying to get into that octave shift territory. But that is the classic 808 that I threw together. And then just for funsies, let's put the classic 808 about halfway up, tone cranked. Let's put it in front of my amp distortion so you can hear what I'm dealing with here. So this amp does not have a pretty distortion channel. It's kind of blunt, kind of fuzzy, lacking a lot of definition. And what these things are absolutely famous for, taking care of that problem for you. Well, I'm not so good at playing Megadeth anymore, but I'll leave you with this. Take it back to the clean channel. We'll keep it in classic 808. Dial it back, throw in a little delay. So a whole lot of fun to play with.